For this next video, I want to really differentiate between film, TV, and commercials, right? And again, let me just reiterate, auditioning is so weird. No one likes it. No one likes it. We're at this point in our room shooting things that are just like, what the heck is going on, right? But there is specifics with these three different types of medium. With film, I would argue we want to see you as that character. We want you to dive in, do the work, really commit to this world, right? And we always want to see you. We always want to see you, which is so important because what you have to offer is so different than every other person. Like, you just being who you are is different than everyone else. You could say the same words over and over again compared to anyone else. You are going to do it differently, and that's the beauty of it. But I would argue that with film, it's like, commit to the character, see the world, live in the world, always see the world, but you know what I mean, like, do the work, commit to the character, and go for it. Take those risks. Listen to your instincts. Instincts are so important. Don't ever lose your instincts, because that's, again, what makes you who you are. But to like sort of differentiate these is like the film, we want to see you as that character. Okay, now TV, you need to do a little bit of research. What's the tone? What's the pace? Pacing for TV is so important, because some of these shows are just like, just say the lines. We just need you. You already fit the role. You did the work. Say the lines. Move on. Hit your beat. Hit your mark. And they look for that, because if you are taking your time or you're out of pocket, they're not going to move you forward. And then commercial, what I've learned, I've taken a couple classes out here, and the best thing I've gotten from classes in the commercial world is we want to see you. For commercials, we want to see you. What do you bring to this role? And like, you know, most commercials are funny, so we want to see your sense of humor and like maybe always think in that direction. Like, how is this funny? How would I make this funny? But it's always about you. So there's film. We want to see you in the character. There's TV. We want to see if you fit the mold of this show. You know what I mean? And then there's commercials where it's like, we want to see you. We want to see you. And those are always the most fun because they're so short, and it's like, how can I have the most fun in a 30-second span? And if it's 15 seconds, oh, you gotta roll. And like all these things, you know, we're battling so many things with auditions, right? It's the first take. They're seeing so many people. I've already like expanded on that. They're seeing so many people. Like, how are you going to stand out? So commercials, just put yourself out there no matter what. If you feel like a fool in all these mediums, if you feel like a fool, it's great, because you have to just put yourself out there. And I would just encourage in this video to know. It's just about knowing, like, all right, this is a film. All right, this is a TV show. Okay, and there's classes for all these things. And again, I encourage anyone that sees this, if you feel a little lost or if you want to tighten it up in any one of these remarks, hop into a class. We're constantly learning. As actors, we're constantly learning, and that's so important. And you don't have to do that in class. We can learn that just by sitting on a bench and watching people. But if you're just feeling a little lost, maybe sharpen your tool, sharpen your craft, and get into a class and really define what these things are for you, because they are different. All three of these things are so different. You could be an amazing commercial actor because we love you, your charisma, everything you have, and like your beats of comedy or just the way that you deliver. But that's going to be different than a film, because a film is like, oh, we have time. We want to see this sort of develop. And then I think TV's right in the middle, where it's like, we got to go, but be so on point. You got to be on point. You got to hit these beats, because that's what moves the story forward. And I would love to elaborate on this. Again, if you guys have questions, I think that would be a better conversation. I want to have a conversation about this because it's confusing. This is so confusing. Like, there's no right answer, but this video is about defining these three things. So when you're going out for these three things, know your medium, do your work, always do your work, and then go for it. And it might take a couple times. And this is why I miss in person, because you might nail it. And who you are as a person is so incredible, and like, it's lifting me up. But we need to adjust it a little bit. And at home, we don't get that little bit of a direction. Whereas in the room, they might be like, great, love that. Let's try it like this. So we need to be adaptable. And when you go into these rooms, if you get that chance and you get lucky, always keep yourself available to an idea and run with it. Just run with it. And that's where instincts kick in. Because in those moments of like, here's direction, you don't want to just speed through it. Like, yeah, I got it. Everything's fine. Yeah, I got it. Sure. Take your time. This is your time as well. And just be like, if you have questions, feel free to ask questions. You know what I mean? And if you don't, then run with it and have a good time. This is about having a good time and really feeling playful. Like, hop into these things feeling playful. Especially commercials. Like, just have the best time ever. Represent yourself the best you can in that moment. But in these other two mediums, do the work, get into it, they give you direction. Make sure you understand the direction and then move through. I know this is still about auditioning and I want to get on to bigger and better things. I do have stories, but I think this is important to know, because sometimes we can get caught up in our own world and be like, I know what this is. I know how to do this, or whatever. But this is a profession of constantly learning, relearning, letting go, and taking direction. So yeah, actually, this video is about being able to take direction and knowing your medium. I am hoping the best for all of y'all. Please comment, ask questions. I'm so open to, reciprocating and just getting into a dialogue and continuing this flow of like what this is, because it's kind of weird, right? I wish you the best. Thank you so much. Love y'all. I'll check you in on the next video.